One of Patience Jonathan's domestic worker on trial since 2019 over missing jewelry dies after battling illness allegedly contracted in prison. You can imagine. Patience Jonathan, so you want to wait and watch all of them buy one after the other on top jewelry. That you must have bought new ones, fresh ones, latest ones. You left those people in prison since 2019. That's almost 6 years. And now one of them have died. Are you happy now? Because I don't understand. Are you really happy now? These people said they are not the ones that did it. So why not just let them go? Have you not bought other jewelries that are way expensive than the ones you think they stole? They said they did not know anything about it. Now one of them has gone. It is well. One of the 15 domestic workers of former Nigerian First Lady, Patience Jonathan, who have been facing trial for over 5 years on allegations of stealing expensive jewelry, has died after a long battle with illness. Imagine. Even with the illness, you did not even say, okay, let us go and treat this one. Let them take this one to the hospital and get him treated. You left the person in prison until they died. Now, wow. Some reporters gathered that deceased, identified as Sahab Liman, had been on bail for the past 3 years after his health deteriorated while in detention at the Okaka Correctional Center. Oh, he's been on bail. Yenagwa. A prison officer confirmed the development of Sahara reporters on Monday. One of Patience Jonathan's workers, Sahabi Liman, who was on bail, has passed away. It was the sickness he had been battling with before he was granted bail, the official said. His son, who also spoke with Sahara reporter, narrated how his father's condition worsened before he finally succumbed at a hospital in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. My father was granted bail about 3 years ago, to treat himself, okay. And at some point he was recovering, but he was taken back to the hospital a few weeks back. It was at the hospital that he died, his son said. I was with him on Friday night and left around 9 p.m. But we got a call around midnight that he had died. He was around 45 years old before his death and already buried, according to Islamic rites in Port Harcourt. Wow. Another source close to the family linked Suleiman's death to the hardship he endured in detention. The sickness that led to his spine developed while he was in prison. He was arrested by Madam Patience Jonathan alongside others for the alleged offense. His health began to deteriorate in prison. At first, they did not grant him bail, imagine. But when it became obvious he could not survive the illness if he remained locked up, Madam asked the prison officers to release him to his family. Can you imagine? After he was released on bail, the family spent all their fortune on his health before he finally died on Friday, the source added. The development comes just days before the Bayelsa State High Court in Yenagwa is expected to deliver a crucial ruling on September 24, 2025, which could decide the fate of the remaining 14 domestic workers still standing trial. The workers arrested in 2019 were accused of stealing Mrs. Jonathan's jewelry, allegedly worth hundreds of millions of naira. However, they have consistently maintained their innocence, accusing police operatives of extracting false confessions through brutal torture. During previous hearing, defendants including Golden Vivian and Tamonosiki Achese narrated how they were suspended and flogged until they collapsed. Others identified a police officer named O.C. Chris and Mrs. Jonathan's chief security officers, Colin Otutu, as being directly involved in their torture. They tortured somebody's fathers and mothers because of jewelry. The judge is expected to rule on the admissibility of this confessional statement after a trial within a trial, with defense lawyer insisting the documents were obtained involuntarily. Despite detailed testimonies of torture, no police officer has been investigated or sanctioned. Not be Nigeria with it. Multiple sources familiar with the proceedings have insisted that the charges were fabricated to punish the workers. Mrs. Jonathan's legal team, led by Ige Ashemudara and Samuel Chinedu-Maduba, has also been accused of deliberately prolonging the trial through delay tactics and frivolous notions. The trial, which began more than 5 years ago, has dragged on with repeated adjournments. Meanwhile, the surviving defendants remain in custody at Okaka Correctional Center, waiting a ruling that could either reinforce the prosecution case or collapse it entirely. I think that woman should release these people. I don't know why they will be suffering themselves just for nothing. They will just choose to want to be in prison because of jewelry. I don't understand. Release these people. Past 6 years now. It's unfair. IBN Sulaiman says the jewelry she bought with taxpayers' money. You can imagine. Chima says, let's assume it's Peter Obi's wife now. By now, Reno Mokri would have set the internet on fire. No be small. Benugo says, all the Obe said Nigeria will give the whole world food by 2027. All the Obe no see the end of 2025. Obenaonu said Nigeria will produce pencil by 2025. Obenaonu no see 2025. Our politicians should understand that tomorrow must become yesterday. True. Tony says, where is Reno Mokiri? If it were to be Peter Obi's wife now, he would have set social media buzzing with hate speeches. I don't even know where is he. The Reno Mokiri. I don't know. The guy, on my way, no bad. Maybe he has got to meet the child that his wife called him that, come and pay attention to your child. Come and be a father to your child. Maybe he has gone there. Ebere Okeke says, now so they carry my designer bag in the name of Nani work. I leave it to God, Abi. Mama says, and her husband wants to contest 2027 election. We are waiting for you. At Arifa Dele says, she wanted to arrest the remaining jewelry thief in 2027. Chibueze says, the jewelry she bought with the man's bet, but right now, the man don't buy on top the matter. There is gold, okay. I still says so till now, their eyes never seem to release others, Abi. And good luck, as well, said she couldn't let go after all the bashing, like, you get, even after all the bashing, everything, she still did not let go. Now, wow, the jewelries must be really, really expensive. She says, Jesus Christ, for our own looted money, they used in buying the gold. She can't let go. It is well. Angela says the thief can't allow somebody to steal from him. Please, Madam Patience, it's not a joke. I don't have anybody to release me from prison. KK says we don't have Nigeria anymore because it's turning into a banana republic. I'm telling you. That's the lie. Uchenna says Nigeria deserves Nepal treatment. So, my listeners, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.